Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Unapologetic Podcast. This is your girl Lex, and today we received our first advice question. You want to go ahead and read the question for us, Shy?
This advice question is from DJ Dice HD, and he wanted to know what advice will you give to someone that really likes a young woman, and everything you do, that person just keeps blocking you, and that makes it have to communicate with that person, and knowing you're do anything for that person. This is just raw question. This is not my grammar, for the record. That sounds like it was directed towards you, personally. So he already sounds like he's older, looking for a younger lady, which is fine.
By his question, he seems like he's older.
Yes, like looking for a young lady, a young woman, like our age dudes ain't coming with that kind of approach, for one.
That's true. That's definitely true.
And then, I don't know, he just sounds like he's been out of it for a minute. My opinion, you know.
See, some women like to be chased because they have been played with several times. So some women just have their guard up where they want you to show them that you're willing to go above and beyond for their time to have a chance to be with them. I just feel like you giving too soon. I mean, it's it's like you don't want to play games, but you don't want to give in too soon.
Now, are you talking about the younger dude, the older guy approaching the younger female?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I feel like, I don't know, me as a younger female married to an older man, I feel like you got to come all the way correct. Don't show me what I can get with somebody from my age, first off. Secondly, with that older man, me being a younger female, I look for guidance. So I feel like any younger female attracted to an older man is also looking for that as well, along with someone that's not going to, toy with them or give them the runaround, I should say, because we don't want to deal with that. Otherwise, we could deal with somebody our age. So it's all in your approach, but don't approach in a sense like you trying to see if you still got it.
Right.
Because if she smart, she gonna shut it down right away.
Exactly.
To answer that question was.
Well, he said this person, she keeps blocking him.
Because you're probably coming off creepy, like, and real oldish, like.
I wonder, what are the things? Because sometimes you can just sense when somebody is giving you bullshit. Like, sometimes you can sense that. So it's all depending on what he's doing or whatever he's saying, it's like, maybe that's why she's blocking you. I don't know.
Corny.
Yeah, real old manish.
Like it's not nothing she ain't heard before. And it's like even worse coming from an older man. Like you two, you child.
Yeah. And I guess he says he's willing to do anything for her.
Heard that before.
I don't know. I mean,
I'm a tough cookie, so like you gotta not even outside of wowing me, like you really just gotta prove it.
Yeah, just show up. Prove it. Right. I need more details.
Okay. Me too.
I need more details.
A lot of things.
Right. Like, what are you willing to do?
You get what you want, or what?
Long term. I just feel like in the beginning everything is peaches and cream, and then in the end it's like
it's always peaches and cream.
Yeah, but sometimes you give in too soon. You end up.
Nobody even really eats the cream with the peaches, so well, I don't even believe that one no more.
Well, everything can be shut up. Everything is smooth in the beginning, so it's like his approach might be right, but it's probably too soon. or she's just probably, I heard this
Or
was
wrong timing.
wrong. Oh yeah, she could have either just broken up with somebody or was liking somebody else. I feel like,
that too.
yeah, I feel like I've done that before where I was into somebody else, but it was another person that was attracted to me. And I kind of blew them off for this person that was so, anyways. That's all the advice you have?
No, that sucks.
It does.
I mean, and also, like, if you're really not ready for that commitment, like, don't even waste somebody's time. Because at the end of the day, she's looking for older because that's what she wants. So, obviously.
Well, that's just us assuming that he is older. I mean.
No, I'm pretty sure he's older, looking for a younger woman. And if he, by older, I'm not talking about granddaddy old.
No, I know, like daddy old.
You passed 35.
Right.
That's asking a question like this. I'm going to use my sense of maturity and go with 35 plus. And 35 plus is not that old.
It's not.
45.
But I want to know, like, has he having the opportunity to take her out and show her or cook dinner for, like, I need to know these questions. I need to know these answers.
Well,
to my questions.
If he being blocked, he ain't had the chance to do nothing.
Not necessarily. They could probably talk on the phone and she's just not giving him the time of day to chill with him.
Maybe you're right.
Or maybe they, I don't know. I need to know, has he tried to take her out and she's just like, no, I'm not dating you. Maybe she's not into older guys. Maybe that's why she's blocking you and isn't really letting you into her space. Maybe that's
how do you feel about talking to older guys? Like, what's your cutoff age? Because your cutoff age might be very similar. What? The people want to know.
I wouldn't date over 20 years.
Oh my God. I mean, it's not even a hood, but I just
No. Let me take that back. It has to be I had to think about what I just said. It has to be no more than 16, 17 years.
Okay. This is where I'm going to pause there. Okay. I'm all for it, but I'm thinking about longevity.
Right.
So, like, you figure you about 25, 26 now, right?
I'm 26.
Bitch, I don't know why I feel like I'm 26 in my head.
Yeah, you need to let it go.
Okay, so like, let's go with, for me, 16, 17 years of my age. That's, for one, too close to 50. And then at 50, like, don't you start having man problems?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not saying that you old, but we still get into our peak, you know, our peak of women. Like right now we still babies. Like we still babies, still figuring it out, still trying to, you know, come up into the grown woman ish, you know. So we're not quite there yet. We still do our dumb fuck up shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's like by the time we do hit that 35, 40, and we really trying to, you know, like really trying to put it on somebody, is it even gonna be up for us to do that? Or we gotta wait for the moment?
I don't know. I never thought about all that. I think of the more intimate side of it all. I don't think about like the emotional part of it. I don't think about none of that.
You could be getting the emotional side of it, but again, like if we're thinking longevity.
Yeah, I understand we have needs. Like, yeah.
Aside from that though, I'm 40. You pushing 60. I feel like you gonna leave out of here long before I do. If we all have natural deaths, let's say. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be by myself for a minute before it's my time to go.
Right.
I don't know. I
get
always
I
consider
get
stuff
what
like
you're
that.
saying. Like, I totally understand what you're saying because I thought about that before when I was really into somebody, and I was just like, damn, when I'm this old, this person gonna be this old, and I'm just thinking like, I'm like, I don't want to be without you because at that time I was really into this person, and it just didn't, work out. Due to lack of communication. Yeah, but but I did think about that. I did. I was like, I don't want to be without him because at that,
I get that.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I was just like, what if we get serious? And it's like you're into that person, but you got to think like, what if we get serious and then like, like you're going to leave before I'm going to be by myself or
for a minute.
Right. Yeah.
Even like the old people breath.
What about the elderly?
Not the elderly, like past a certain age, your breath starts smelling old.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Like it got like that smell. Like you smell.
You know why?
Of mothballs.
No, you know why? Because they're always drinking freaking prune juice and their vegetables. When you eat spinach and a whole bunch of vegetables and stuff and drinking prune juice or milk, they breath just be. I don't know.
You talking about the 16, 17 years old. You going for somebody's father. Not even a daddy. They going for their father.
What is your cutoff age? Or how many years apart?
For me, it's always been 10. 10 was my limit. Anything more than that, I'm being honest with myself. I don't even think I'm mature enough to speak to somebody that's more than 10 plus years older than me just off the strength. Like I said, I still be doing stupid, dumb shit. Like, I know I shouldn't be doing it, but there's still that immaturity in me that I feel like I feel like you shouldn't even have to deal with that right now at this point in your life. You should not have to deal with my childish ways.
But sometimes,
or my emotional tantrums I go through or whatever. I don't know. That's just how I feel sometimes. Like, 'cause I feel like if I was that much older, dating someone that much younger, I can expect that shit, but do I want to deal with it?
Right.
Because I've been there, so it's like, okay, I can't even be mad at you, but am I always gonna be willing to give you that pass? Because when I was your age, I was doing that same stupid shit, so I can relate. But I don't know. That's just me.
I don't know. Sometimes the older guys don't even really be mature. Some of them.
They don't at all.
So it's just
I had somebody's daddy, father.
And he was immature?
I had it. I mean, he was like childish, but it was like, I felt like he was too old to be doing that shit. Like, you're talking to me because you want to see if you got your groove back, and you got it, but you don't. Right. You need to quit it. Let it go.
How much older?
At the time I was 23. He was at 20 years.
Oh, okay.
Plus.
Oh, plus.
So it was like, yeah.
Ew, you dated a plus?
Yeah, it didn't go nowhere because of that. It was like, the fact that you even have some interest in me kind of bothers me because I know you got kids that are around my age. You got kids that are around my age. So I'm looking at you funny. Like,
and then even at that age, you being 23, eventually you would have wanted kids. If you guys, stayed, eventually you would want to have kids, and it's just like,
I wouldn't, not that old, hell no, because past 50 plus, that vitamin D could have deformities in that, like, and I'm not trying to take that chance personally.
Right. Not even, not even if you fell in love with him.
I don't know. I wouldn't allow myself just off the strength. As I said, like his kids were like 2 years older than me. So it was like, in a sense, to at some degree, I'm looking at you funny because how can you have that type of attraction to me that you're trying to build with me for one, and you're not a molester or something like that? Like that's just where my head is at. Like with it, like you be looking at little girls, or you be looking at young girls. You know what I'm saying? Because to some degree, you gotta like just have a cutoff. Like, okay, no, she's way too young, and anything your kid's age or younger than your kid's age, you need to let it go.
Right.
Period. I feel, me personally,
Maybe it's
especially
just
if you're a man with a daughter.
right.
Come on, no sir, you better go somewhere.
Maybe he's just thinking she may need guidance, or he wants to help you build as a woman. I don't
He guiding you and preparing you for the next man.
So
he gonna mold you.
So you don't think an older man can really like truly want to be with a younger female off of the strength of him wanting love, like true love, a partner? You don't think that's possible?
Not to say it's not possible, but I think it would be very selfish of him because y'all, first off, y'all don't have any common things to talk about. Everything that you're talking about is probably that she can relate to is shit that you used to do. It shouldn't be nothing that you're currently still doing. You know what I'm saying? Or no?
I get you.
Like, y'all can't really talk about nothing current. Everything that y'all talking about is like, oh, back in the day for him, but it's current things that you're still learning.
Right.
As a, at your present point in time. And yes, he can guide you and again, mold you, but as time goes on and, somebody starts to grow, you already done, like you're still growing every day, but I don't know, because it's just so many mixed things for me anyway. And I've had the different age. I've always been into older men, so, but to a certain extent, that was always my thing. Like, how can we talk about, even now when I be joking around with my husband and stuff, sometimes, and he'd be like, that was before your time, and it'd be like, okay. I can't say like you don't know nothing about that, because he know everything about it more than what I do.
Right.
But I think we're at a good age difference where I can really learn a lot from him. I'm still learning to leave my childish ways back there and talk about things. Like, I'm a big crybaby, so I wear my heart on my sleeve, and he be looking at me like, it wasn't that serious. Like, I don't even understand why you so worked up about it, But
right.
To me, it was like,
It's just having the understanding of who you are. Why do you think it is that you have always been attracted to older men? Why do you think that is?
You want me to honestly answer that?
Yeah.
I have daddy issues. I can admit that. I have daddy issues. I never knew my father, so it's like it's weird though. I feel like it's weird saying that like that. Like, I look to older men for like a father figure kind of.
Right.
But still like that guidance and structure of, building me up into, someone that sees my potential, whereas I don't. Like, I have an idea of my potential and where it could be. Right. But for me, with the right guidance, I can go like I'm soaring. And
it feels good.
I can take us far,
Right. And it's an amazing feeling.
Great.
Right.
But then, in a sense, like, I want to be, the single independent woman, but I also want to be babied, babied and taken care of in the same sense. And I feel like that's where I look to an older man for, like, just baby me, hold me.
I would say for me, I'm attracted to older men. Mainly, I don't know why. because people put women, young women, in the category of having daddy issues because they're into older men. And I just don't see it that way because I've had my father. I mean, I currently still have my father in my life. So I don't understand why I'm attracted to older. Some would say I have abandonment issues, because of my mother's absence. But I don't know. It's really hard for me to truly know the reason why. It's just always been a thing for me.
I think it's more of because I missed that opportunity to have a mother figure in my life. I feel like my dad wasn't necessarily prepared to take on, don't get me wrong, my dad has been there, through some tough, pretty tough shit. But when it comes to me breaking down and crying, my dad's just always, he doesn't want me to ever dwell on the situation. He's more like, have you learned your lesson? Just be aware next time. He's more, my dad was in the army, so he has, militant. Yes. He's just more
structured and militant.
Have tough skin. Why are you crying? Because it's not that serious. People are gonna say what they're gonna say. They're gonna do whatever you allow them to do. So he was more like that. My grandmother was more like, she babied me. So.
Because she's a female. She
right.
can relate to you having emotions. Guys just be like, tough it out, suck it up. It's not that bad.
Right.
What? Why do I feel like my feelings was just cut deep? I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding on the inside.
Yeah.
That's how I be feeling. You don't understand that. Just because you could brush it off and walk away and keep it pushing, I'm over here trying to walk away, but I'm peeking around the corner.
My dad, he's very laid back. He's very laid back. He's quiet and he's sarcastic as fuck. So imagine when I'm when I'm coming down the stairs and just whatever. He's just like, what's going on here? Or he just always has something to say, and that's just my dad. He tries to make light of a situation. He's not confrontational.
But his sense of humor is dry. He'll say something funny and it'll be okay, because you said it with a straight face, I don't know if you're being serious with me.
Right, that's what I mean. My dad is very sarcastic. He's very sarcastic.
And that will wrap up today's topic. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to follow on SoundCloud at Unapologetic Podcast. Don't forget to send in your topic suggestions as well as any advice that you may want to unapologeticpodcast, 2 at gmail.com. Toodles.